let's go through the process of a freehand sketch of this little baby raccoon. I start off by figuring out the dynamic of my subject matter in the center of my paper. This is a pretty heavy gauge watercolor paper. I love sketching on watercolor papers. It has a nice feel to it. And like every single time when I do a sketch, my primary focus is the eye so that I'm connected to my subject matter, in this case, this little baby raccoon. Now, as I'm drawing the body and getting the shape into position, I start to give it its shades and really giving some definitions to the shape of ears and the little nose, along with the very delicate fur that defines the little baby raccoon. Now, giving some more depth into the main body with some shading. And when I freehand sketch, I do make modifications. If something looks out of proportion, like my little raccoon's back, I wanted to modify that a little bit. So I take my blending pencil and also my eraser to give high and low lights and blends. The dark shades beneath the arm, allowing that negative space of the raccoon's arm to come forward. As you can see, I also pick up the paper frequently to see it straight on. Drawing on a flat surface sometimes doesn't allow you to have perfect perspective of something. I am constantly playing around with each one of my tools: eraser, pencil, heavy gauge pencil, deep lead, light lead, and my blending tool. By the way, I always do my art everywhere. I'm in my camper today, and art is important for me every day. As I continue my sketch, my final little point is putting on the little tail. I was considering even tucking this little tail into my composition, but decided to add it with its visibility on the right lower side. I'm satisfied and completed. Let's check out my little baby raccoon sitting on the middle of my paper with little eyes looking out. You can see I put a lot of detail into the fur in both putting thin little marks with my pencil to putting shading and blending with my little stump, and also using my eraser in different motions. Thank you so much for joining me today as we sketch this little baby raccoon. As always, I am wishing you happy sketching creations and always wishing you a wonderful day.